Akeem, biggest reason the Seahawks beat the Rams?
Sam Darnold and 0 turnovers, man. If he didn't come out and play safe. That's what I like. He didn't come out and just, I'm going to throw here and hand the ball off and we got a safe game plan. Hell no. They can't do that against the Rams because they know the Rams going to score points because the Rams really got their defense number. That defense played well against everybody, but the Rams be giving them boys work.
Yeah.
Man, he came out, he ain't played safe. He threw the ball all over the field.
Yeah.
He even took off running a few times when he had to, man. So if Sam Darnold protect the ball like that, with those weapons, with that defense, even though the Rams get their ass work all the time, with that defense, they damn near impossible to beat, bro. If they don't give you with that special teams, if they don't give you no extra possessions, it's crazy, bro. They're going to be a tough team to beat, man. As good as the Rams offense played, their defense ain't played that good. The goodest the Rams offense played in that game, the deciding factor was the special teams turnover. You get them one extra possession, you lose by one extra possession. So turnovers, man. Sam Darnold, 0 turnovers. That's why they won that game.
Richie?
Yeah, I'm going to go turnover differential. I mean, both quarterbacks were balling out. They left it all out there on the field. Sam Darnold looks great. I sat on this couch last week. Everyone was picking the Rams, and I was riding with the Seahawks. And I see all those comments on social media talking about the hate and this, that, and the other. I was on there like, dude, I picked the Seahawks. But I think Sam Darnold balling out, and then that special teams turnover, that's what's been killing the Rams all season long. They fired the special teams coordinator.
Yep.
That was a back-breaking turnover. They muffed the punt, fumble it in their own end. Seattle recovers, goes in for a score, and that gave them all the momentum they need. They're at home. They're playing hot. I really like the way the Seahawks look. I think they're going to go win it all.
Yeah, like y'all said it. Sam showed up to play. He didn't. He set the tone from the beginning. No turnovers. They went 7 of 13 on third down. 6 of them came from passes from Sam Darnold.
Yep.
They went 4 or 5 in the red zone. 3 of those was touchdowns from Sam Darnold. Like, we talk about, and I hate my guy, he sat on the couch last week, Cam, he sat on the couch, was like, we're just going to prepare like it's a regular week and this. And Lee was like, that ain't how that work, dog.
No. Yeah.
That ain't how that work. And you could tell that the Seahawks did that extra tape and they found those clues of what these DBs were going to go for. And they knew what was going to happen. Rashid Shaheed had 5 targets in both games. 5. He had 15 total catches with the Seahawks all season.
Yep.
The first third down of the game, they put him in one-on-one. They tried to press him, and Sam said, bet, I got something out here. And that's who he went to. He trusted his guys that come from film study, knowing he can't guard him, this and this, and Sam took his shot. And then those corner posts they kept running, they ran one with JSN on that play. My guy Cam, I don't know what he seen, but he got you.
Agreed.
He went outside. He knew he was going to bite. Right back in. Big pass. And then after the turnover, same thing with Bobo. He went out. He knew the safety was going to bite. Boom, right back in. That come from film study and understanding what they are going to go for and what they not going to go for. Even Cooper Kupp, when he ran, he sat in that zone. Yep. Sam Darnold looked. He seen him. Boom, we in for a touchdown. Like, that comes with extra game planning, extra film study. Lieb said, man, I'm sitting here like I'm watching, if I watch, an hour and a half, now I'm watching 6 or 7 hours. Like, this is what I'm doing because this game and the magnitude of it has skyrocketed. So Sam Darnold, my respect for him went through the roof because he went blow for blow with Matty. And Matty was unfazed. He was dealing yesterday. Yep. He was unfazed. And Matty will put pressure on you. When they're opposing quarterback, I talk to Kurt Warner all the time. He said it's not quarterback versus quarterback. But as a quarterback, when that other guy's cooking, you over here like, shoot, I got to do something.
Yeah.
Man, Sam didn't blink.
Downfield.
You go score, I go score. You drive down the field, I drive down the field. And Sam came to play, man, and they won.
So I got to say this out loud because when I woke up this morning, I still didn't believe it. Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he is.
Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl.
But when are you going to believe it, Skip? We can't hate on him anymore. He is that guy.
Drop the E, Skip.
the guy I nicknamed Sam Darnold because every big game it's always the same against Baker Mayfield early in the
You
season
can't
at
say that
Seattle.
anymore.
But he led the league in turnovers this year against Baker in that early game at Seattle. Right when you knew it was time, he gave it back to the Buccaneers and Baker pulled it out. He came into this game in the 2 games against the Rams, 2 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. And I give it up. I eat all the crow. I've gained about 20 pounds over sleeping over last night because I ate so much crow last night. He did that. And to all your points, I couldn't recognize him last night. It's like what happened to it's like what happened to C.J. Stroud in these playoffs. I'm like, did he get abducted by aliens, C.J. Stroud? Because I didn't know who he was. Last night, I didn't know who Sam Darnold was because he was different Darnold last night. And to Akib's point, there was no game managing. I said, when I picked the Rams on Friday, I said, Sam Darnold cannot game manage this time. He could do it against your team because your team was decimated. And he got away with it twice, the 1-seed game at the end of the regular season and then the playoff game in Seattle. He just game managed, and it was pedestrian, and he went along for the ride. Well, to your point, Matt Stafford played not just well, he played great last night. That was an MVP performance from Matt Stafford. And here's an incredible stat for you to Akib's point. In this game, against the Seattle defense in Seattle, the Rams averaged 8.3 yards per play. Now think about that. So they snapped it 58 times on offense, and every time they snapped it, it went for 8.3 average per play.
That's wild.
That's huge.
That is in a loss, in a playoff loss. It's the second most of all time to, you'll probably remember this one, Tom Brady losing to the Eagles the second time he lost to the second time he played the Eagles, he lost. And remember, that game, Brady threw for an all-time playoff record 505 yards, and they lost 41-33 to Nick Foles. Why Malcolm Butler didn't play in that game, you got me. That's like the biggest mystery in the history of the NFL.
He wouldn't have made no difference, Skip.
Okay, you don't think he would have made any difference? Well, he played the most defensive snaps that year of anybody on that defense, and mysteriously and inexplicably to this day, he was benched for the whole game. I don't know. But the point is, in that game, Brady's offense averaged 8.5 yards per play, but last night, 8.3 yards per play. So Sam Darnold had to do exactly what he did. And the biggest throw of the game to me was the early one, I forget who brought it up, the deep ball to Shaheed, because it broke the ice for Sam Darnold. It took some of the edge off the game. It took some of the pressure off. It's like you heave a sigh, you fall into a comfort zone, and then, as Akib said, he's just attack. Yeah. And the biggest drive was the one at the end of the half that you talked about, because the Rams jumped up 13-10, and I thought, okay, here they go. And there's 54 seconds left in the half, and it's Sam Darnold. I think, are they just going to sit on it? 54 seconds, he goes boom, boom, boom. And the play to JSN, the corner post, I don't know what they're doing because it's 42 yards to set you up. And then he goes boom, 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 and all of a sudden I look up at halftime and it's 17-13 home team, and they are back in command of the football game. And then there's the huge turnover early in the third quarter that you're not going to overcome. You're going to have a hard time with that. And then when Tariq Woolen lost his mind, he just lost his mind, and he goes over and taunts the entire bench. He's just asking for it. And finally, I thought the ref showed a lot of restraint. And finally, he just said, okay, you want it?
Like, you're
boom,
not even
you got
trying.
it.
Like,
come on, man.
I'm giving you 3 points.
Yeah.
The point was that canceled. That gave the Rams a reprieve, and obviously Matt Stafford immediately cashes it to Puka on Woolen, and yet at that point, that's 2:06 left in the third quarter. And this is an easy second guess, but the book would tell you to go for 2 there because it's not going to matter one way or the other. So it's 31-26, and if you go for 2 and make it, Now you're playing with a field goal the rest of the way because it would make it 31-28. Instead, they're chasing the 1 point the rest of the game because he didn't go for two. Even if you went and missed it, you'd still be with the same score that you had all the way to the end of the game, right?
Still need a touchdown.
You still need a touchdown. So I do slightly second guess Sean McVay on that one, but then the whole game comes down to 4th and 4th to 6, and I don't have any problem with Sean going for it because Matt Stafford had just gone for it and run for it and ran right through DeMarcus Lawrence, had him, and he ran right through the tackle for the first down. That was 6 plays before. So Sean goes for it, and we can break this play down. What did you see on the 4th down, Akib, from coverage?
Trap. We should have seen them kicking a field goal. That's what we should have seen.
Okay.
If it's 5 minutes left, you kick a field goal, you come out, get a stop. Now you can get to the 35 to 40 and attempt to win the game. So I just don't like leaving points out there and have to get the ball back to score a touchdown again. Like let's just chop at the lead, man. Let's chop at it. You put a little pressure on them. They know as a defender, I know shit. If our offense don't do nothing, damn, like we can't let them get to the 35. That's way harder to do than saying, all right, we just can't let them score a touchdown if our offense don't do nothing. I second guess Sean for that, but on that decision, not so much to going for two, but on that decision, man, just kick your field goal, man. Put some pressure on them guys, like.
You're always for taking
I thought
the
he
points,
should have.
Steve.
I thought he should have taken. The games are too close at this point.
Yeah.
The games are too close at this point. You got to take all the points you can get.
Should
Take
have
the
taken
point.
the points.
Take the points.
Sean
and
Payton.
then-
I know. I was going to say segue, but we'll talk about that in a
Talk about
second.
Denver.
Yeah.
But I mean,
We'll get there, Richie. We'll get there.
You got Matt Stafford. He's playing at MVP level. He's lights out. Let him go for it. I think what I would question McVay on is he was running down the sideline on that 4th down call. He wanted to take a timeout.
Yep.
Bang a timeout there. Get your best play. You see what the defense is going to run. But I don't fault them for staying aggressive. You know, you live and die by the sword. You know, you gotta go out on your shield.
But he ain't been doing that, though. He ain't been dying by that. Sean been taking all his points. For the
He
last
does.
Bucket.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He was going for it at the beginning of the year. That shit wasn't working.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
week 10, he been give me my points, give me my points. And that's why they in the NFC Championship game. So he went back to what he was doing before that wasn't working.
But
All right.
think about it. Even earlier in the game, the reason the game was even where it was at because he was taking his points.
Taking his points,
He kept
bro.
taking the
Taking his
threes.
points.
He
Yeah.
kept taking it. He was in range where it's like
Yeah.
it's 8th, 3rd, and long. I can go for it on 4th down, but he's like, nah. I see where we're at. We on the road. They came out and got a bucket immediately. We came down. We didn't score. Well, we punted. They came back, got a bucket. We come back. We didn't score. We got 3. They came back. They got 3. So they are getting points every time they touch the ball.
Right.
I can't risk not taking points. And then they get at the end of the game. It's like, oh, let's go for it. It's like, just do what you've been doing. Now you down 1. And like I'm with Lee. Offensively, you see the difference in the mindset. Offensively, you thinking, I got Maddie behind me. Let's go for it. Yes.
Yes.
Defensively, we thinking, heck no. Take them points because we we get this stop. Then y'all, it's completely different when we're thinking what we have to stop and where it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you got an offensive head coach. You're playing aggressive. You're on the road. You got to get a win. You got to go for it there.
Man,
you got to
I'm
go for it
on the
there.
sidelines
Fourth and
and
six, you gotta go for it, like, bro.
I'm on the sideline as a defender, like Sean, please
we
kick
feel
this
like being
field
in
goal.
3rd and 6.
Please
Let alone
kick
let's
this
go
field
for
goal,
the 4th and
Sean.
You got to go for it. You got to stay aggressive. You have the MVP. You are dealing. You have Devontae Adams. You have Puka Nacua. You have Kyron Williams. You got the tight ends, the bunch of tight ends that they got. You stay aggressive and you go for it.
And
you lose.
Yeah, and your corners are terrible. The Rams' corners are terrible, and I don't know what
I'm
happened.
talking about the corners
They're
all
getting,
year.
they're getting.
You have
they're
you said Akib. You said all year, but Emmanuel. Okay, that Emmanuel Forbes that they picked up, who was he's like the 16th pick in the first round. He got cut by the Commanders. They picked him up, and they were playing him. And then he hurt his shoulder against Chicago, and I don't know why, but they didn't start him, and he didn't play the whole first half. And the backup, Darius Williams, was the one who got smoked on the early throw to Shaheed. And then Sean's mentality has to be, well, my corners can't, like Sam Darnold's out of his mind. When did they stop him? They couldn't stop him.
Exactly.
And so you just say, I have no choice. I got to let the MVP try to win the game right here. This is for the Super Bowl. And maybe it's a little early. It's 4:59 left. But I am
So
going
you
for
disagree,
that.
you're going for it.
Yeah, I am definitely going for it.
Yes.
So here's the irony of that play. Both coaches acknowledged after the game that Seattle blew the coverage. Both said it. McVay said it. He said they lucked into the coverage because the play called is the one that scored the first touchdown for the Rams to Kyron Williams out of the backfield. So they got trips right and they got Devontae left, and Kyron's going to swing out of the backfield underneath Devontae into the flat, and two Seahawks jump it. That two guys, and somebody was wrong. One of those, because it wasn't supposed to be double coverage on Kyron out of the backfield. So,
But everybody else was covered too, so it
Okay.
wasn't
That's what I'm
blown
saying.
out.
I don't know how they lucked into it because I'm looking.
Right.
The dude he threw it to was strapped too, so I'm like, I don't
Okay, but
know
that
who's
was-
over
yeah,
it.
that
Doubled
was
over
one-
here.
that was
Devontae
one-on-one.
doubled. The guy he threw it to was by himself. He got strapped.
okay.
Yeah, the running back ended up being doubled. It ended up being a great blown coverage.
It was blown, but
blown.
Sean said they lucked into it. So, and Mike McDonald admitted after the game, yeah, we blew the coverage, but it worked.
Yep.
Okay, so to your point, so they look like they're in zero blitz at the snap. Seattle did. They got everybody in the line of scrimmage. Then everybody falls off, and only three rush. And Matt Stafford's got nothing but time. He could have waited another 2 seconds to throw. And if he had trusted his legs a little more, he could have just started to move to the right to buy even more time because Puka just got suffocated, but he was just playing decoy over on the right side. We'll let Puka have time to uncover a little bit. Matt threw it fast, and he threw it to a completely blanketed that rookie Ferguson, who's
And if Stafford would have held it, like you said,
Yeah.
Puka had a linebacker on him, and he did break out.
He
and
could.
He would have been open.
Yes, he could have. But he let it go fast, trying to throw it to the 6'5" guy on Witherspoon, who's 6 feet. So he's saying, but he didn't get it up. And Witherspoon, to your point, Akib, he just ran the route for him, man. He was just like, he was all over him. Like that pass had no chance to get through. And all of a sudden, your Super Bowl just goes up in smoke. So you go for it, and you don't even come close.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought this is where I thought the Rams was gonna win. After Witherspoon did what he did, it was Witherspoon, right? With
Woolen.
Woolen.
Yeah.
After Woolen did what he did with the penalty,
There was a sign of hope
and
there.
Matthew Stafford was like, that was the when Tay is talking about like snatching hearts and Matthew Stafford and lead play for Sean McVay, man, that was the coldest moment of the game to me. It's like you came over here doing all this, I bet for Stafford and McVay to be like, yeah, we going right at you, and the
dagger and go
and to bomb him like that.
Oh my God!
When to bomb him like that, I said, "Oh yeah, they about to win." Because if you see that he did that to your sideline, and your MVP and your coach like, "All right, bet we going at him," and then you bomb him as a team, that electrify you. So I'm like, if that just happened, I thought the tides was gonna turn. But again, Sam Darnold said, "Nah, not today."
No,
not today.
I like that line of thinking, Skip. What the defenders don't understand is when you're out there and you're getting your ass cooked by JSN and Bobo and Cup, they're not getting a stop all game long. So if the Rams go there and they kick a field goal, you got it 31-30. McVay's thinking they're going to go right down the field and score, so you still need a touchdown. Put the dagger in them now. Put the dagger in them now. They're going to go score. You play defense. You think you're going to get all these stops and all this stuff. They've been cooking your ass all day. Are you going to ride with your MVP candidate and your guys outside that are studs, or are you going to put that weak-ass defense back on the field?
Okay, look, so I put my weak-ass defense on the field. We down 1 point. If he do go score, we down 8. We still need a touchdown. So
exactly. You just made my point for me.
If they do stop
So either way, bro, if I don't get this, I got to score a touchdown. If I take my field goal, I'm going to try to get a stop. And
you still got another touchdown to score.
I got to get a touchdown. It ain't no difference. You know
but you're trying to say that the thinking changes. You still need to score a touchdown.
Now I only need a field goal. You know what I'm saying?
If they haven't
Yeah.
stopped them all day.
They did. They stopped
They
him
did
to start.
stop
They
him all
stopped
day.
him to start the half. The dude fumbled the ball.
That's 2 quarters ago.
Okay, in the fourth quarter, the
It
Seattle
was 1
punted
quarter
twice.
ago.
Well,
They scored no points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They had just stopped
These
them.
defenders' mindsets. You guys are out there getting
Yeah.
cooked. Yeah, let us out.
gotta
No,
look
no,
at the
no.
possessions, Richie. You
If
gotta
I'm
look at the
McVay,
possessions.
who is
He
one of the
had
brightest
113
coaches
yards.
in the NFL, I'm riding with my MVP.
Okay, now watch.
That's
But
it.
look at this. Look at the end of the game.
And you'll
Look at
be
how
sitting your ass at
fast.
home,
Look at
too.
how fast Matthew Stafford got to midfield. He got to midfield like that. So
Right.
we thinking, get this 3. Let's get this stop. Look, I know my offense. He got to midfield like that. If Puka get that knee down, he got one more shot at the end zone.
I would
Right.
like.
He got one more.
Exactly.
He got to the
Yeah.
50 from the 8
Exactly.
like that. So I'm
Stafford's
thinking,
dealing. Stafford's
if I can
hot.
just get,
Darnold's dealing.
If I get a
Darnold's
stop,
hot.
well, I kick this field goal. If I get a stop, I'm only down 1. Look at what my MVP can do.
But if you
Get
don't
us
get
in
it,
field goal range.
stop, it's still an 8-point game. You still need
Well,
another
who cares
touchdown
if I
and 2.
lose by 1 or if I lose by 8? Who cares? We gonna have to get this stop.
yeah, it's a
the way they didn't get
L
it.
either way.
Yeah, it's
And they
easier.
did
It's easier to try and win.
Here's the question.
It's easier to try and win with a 3 than trying to get a
Are you going to ride
touchdown.
with the secondary that's been getting cooked all day?
Well, they
or are you
haven't
going to
been
ride
getting cooked
with the
because they
MVP?
punt every time in the fourth quarter. Richie, they punted in the fourth quarter 2 times. They didn't score no touchdowns in the fourth
They
quarter.
scored no points.
At
They
this
scored
point,
no
I'm thinking,
points.
okay, my defense is getting stops in the fourth quarter. We done made them punt twice. Let me kick a field goal and try to stop them one more time. Like, what are we talking about here? I'm getting stops in the fourth. Richie, you was having too many beers. You weren't paying attention.
You were crying in your beard. You
Yeah.
even watched the game, or were you crying in your Bo Nix jersey in your house? It's
my
over,
Super
man.
Bowl
We
ring-
had the
my
number
Super Bowl
1
ring's
defense.
right here, Richie.
I'm
My
rolling with
Super Bowl ring
Stidham.
is right here.
Get the fuck out
My
of here.
Super Bowl ring is right
You've
here,
been
Richie.
fanboying all year.
I am, because I got a chip with them boys. Why is you fanboying for Seattle and you ain't did shit with them?
Because I'm an analyst. You're a delusional fan.
Right, okay, you're an analyst, right? You are a Buffalo Bill who never won shit. That's what you are.
Okay.
The boys are fighting. Okay, they're a little divided if they should have gone for it. Okay, but I want to segue to the Broncos on this.